Hi everyone, it's Miss Bree. I miss you all so much and I think about you guys every day. I hope you're all staying safe and healthy inside your homes. Today I'm going to show you what I call Hour of Power. If you've ever been with me in my group at Smith, I do this on the regular. The goal of it is to show you workouts that you can do at home with no equipment. Working out is a really good way for you to relax your body and mind, and it's also a good way to stay active. So I'm really excited to show you guys. Here we go. All right, step one is warming up. I have my helper Desiree today. She's going to be my example. Warming up is really important because it warms up all of your muscles, and this is going to help you make it through the whole workout. So it's really important to always do step one every time you do a workout at home. Okay, so this warm-up is going to take about 7 minutes. We're going to do different animal moves, and you're going to do each animal move for 45 seconds, and then you're going to rest for 15 seconds. I recommend you get a drink of water, relax in those 15 seconds. So we are not going to do the full amount of time. We're going to do a shortened version just so you guys have an example of what each warm-up looks like. So the first warm-up that we're going to do, or the first exercise we're going to do in the warm-up, is going to be frog jumps. So this is the position for a frog jump. You're going to hop back and forth like a frog. Perfect. Next, we're going to do a bear walk. So this is the position for a bear walk. I want you guys to notice her form. One of the most important things to do when you're working out is to have good form. If you don't have good form, you can hurt yourself and you might not get everything out of it that you need. So, bear walk. Your hands and feet are on the floor, your hips are high, and you're walking left and right. Want to try that one more time, Desiree? Perfect. Now, the goal is to do as many as you can in the 45 seconds. However, I don't want you to go too fast if you're not keeping the right form. Okay, next we're going to do a gorilla jump. So, gorilla shuffle actually it's called. So you're going to sink into a low sumo squat. With hands on the floor, you're going to shuffle around the room. Now you're going to take your 15-second break. All right, next you're going to do a starfish jump. These are jumping jacks as fast as you can with arms and legs spread far apart. Start at the beginning position, Desiree. Go. Nice. Then we'll take our 15-second break, grab some water, and we're going to go into a cheetah run. Now, a cheetah run is running in place as fast as you can. What's important to remember is that your back is straight and you're stomping down lightly. The harder you stomp on the ground, the more energy you're using. All right, now you're going to take a 15-second break and you're going to move on to a crab crawl. Crab crawl is a little bit more difficult position. You're going to lay on the ground, sit and place your palms flat on the floor behind you, near your hips. Lift up off the ground and crawl. Then you're going to turn around Now, you can do this with a limited amount of space, as long as you get a couple of in the 45 seconds. All right, next and last for the warm-up is elephant stomps. An elephant stomp is you're marching in place, lifting your knees as high as you can. Okay, so for an elephant stomp, you're marching in place, lifting your knees as high as you can, and stomping on the ground as hard as you can. Now I want you to notice that Desiree is not moving her whole body. She's only lifting her knees as high as she can. And her arms stay flat by her side. This is the only exception to stomping because you're supposed to stomp. But in every other exercise, you want to land lightly on the ground. All right, now you take your 15-second break. All right, now that we've completed the warm-up, we're going to start our actual workout, which is called a full body circuit. I wanted to show you guys a couple of different exercises for each muscle of your body, just so you have an example of what it looks like when you're doing it on your own. What I like to try and do is work out 4 to 5 times a week, 30 minutes to an hour, just depends on you and how you're feeling. And I like to work on a different body part each day. So one day would be arms, one day would be legs, one day would be full body, one day would be abs. And yeah, you can do it in whatever way you want, but that's how I like to do it. So we're going to start with legs. Okay, so we're going to start with the squat. The correct form for a squat is your feet are shoulder width apart. So your legs are lined up with your feet.
You mean
Yeah.
your shoulders.
Yes. Okay, so 2 important things about a squat. Your back is straight and your weight is in your heels. The heels are the back of your feet. Thank you. Okay. So, ready? Go. Now recognize that her back stays straight. When you're bending down, your arms go in. And when you come up, you bend your hips all the way forward. You push your hips forward. That's going to work your legs and your glutes. For those of you that don't know what a glute is, that's your bum. So now we're going to do 5 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is your weight in your heels? 5. Nice. Okay, so next is a walking lunge. So we're going to start by showing you the form for a walking lunge. You're in a straight line. Your toes are pointed forward. And you want to try and have your back leg and your front leg be straight. Chin up. Back is flat. Okay, go. Now, your arms should be opposite of your leg. So whatever leg is going in front, the opposite arm is going in front. Let me see, try again. There you go, good job. Okay, so we're going to pretend like we did 5 on each side. All right, next we're going to do a couple of abs. So the first one is called leg raises. Now, if you noticed, she just put her hands underneath her bum. That will help support you when you're a beginner at doing leg raises. Once you get it down, I want you to pull your arms out. Go ahead and try it, Desiree. Pull your arms out. And they're just laying next to you. Now, the only thing that raises in this exercise is your legs. So your legs are straight. Your legs are straight. Toes pointed in the air. And you lift up your legs together. Now notice that when she has her legs raised up, her toes are still pointed straight. Now, you can come back and touch the ground for beginners. once you get used to this exercise, when you bring your legs back down, you're going to not touch the ground. That is going to help strengthen your core. It's harder, but there's always levels. Okay, so our second ab workout or exercise is side crunches. So the side crunch position is laying down on your back. Your knees are up, but they're separated. Same length as your shoulders. Ready? Go. Now, when you're reaching as far as you can to try and touch your ankles. This is going to work out your obliques, which is the side of your abs. Right here, love handle area. Right here. Now, you want to try and keep your back on the ground. You're going to end up lifting up your shoulders a little bit, but you want to try and stay to the ground as much as you can and just move your arms. That's going to give your obliques a good stretch. I want to see you go a little bit faster, Desiree. Perfect. And you can really stretch out each side. Are you feeling it, Desiree?
Yeah.
You feeling it?
Yeah.
Louder.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to pretend like, again, we did 5 on each side. And when we did our leg raises, we also did 5. Okay, guys. Next, we're going to do a plank. A plank is more of a full body strengthening move. So it's going to work every muscle, and it's going to help you build strength. This one, you hold a plank for a certain amount of seconds. You can start with 15 seconds. As you get more practice, you can move up to 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and then a whole minute. So, Desiree, get into a plank.
So hard.
You got this. So, notice your elbows are on the ground. They are what's kind of holding you up. Your toes are facing the ground. Now, something that's important to remember, lift up a little bit. Your body is kind of straight. You don't want your bum to be too high in the air, and you don't want your hips to be low to the ground. You want to be straight, like as if you had a board on your back.
The time.
10 seconds at least, Desiree. Let's do this. Well, like I said, you can start in a small 10, 9, 8, 7, lift up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Good job. Okay, so now we're going to do 2 arm exercises. So, you can use anything around your house that has a little bit of weight to it that's in the shape of a steering wheel. We're going to pretend to drive a car. We're using a plate. So get into position, Desiree. Now, your arms are straight out. They're not too far up. They're not too far down. They're straight. Now, your whole rest of your body is at a standstill. You're only moving your arms. Go. Pretend to drive that car. You just move your hands back and forth as if you were driving crazy down the street.
Crashing into everything.
No crashing. You're going to keep your elbows straight. This is going to get tiring. This is working your triceps and your whole arm, actually.
Like right here.
Yep, that's where you should feel it. Let me see it. So again, you can start with 15 seconds. Lift your arms up a little bit.
I'm going 10.
Okay, go. Now we're going to count to 10, but keep going. But you can start at 10, move up to 15. Your elbows can't be bent, Desiree. Come on.
I'm sorry.
Go. Now, lift your chin up because you want your back to stay straight during this. Good job. Perfect form. Okay. Next, we're going to do a tricep move. Now, normally you would use a weight for this. We're doing this at home, so we found some oil. You can use any rectangular shape. Go ahead and hold it into position. Hold it into position. You put it behind your head. Keep your elbows next to your ears and raise up. Now notice when it's up in the air, her arms are straight up above her head. Now she's going to go back down and try and keep her elbows as close to her ears as she can. Go back up. We're going to show you 5 of them so you can see. 5, 4, 3. Always want to try and smile while we're doing it. 2, 1. Big smile. Okay, so we completed 2 workouts for every section of our body, as well as we threw a plank in there just for strengthening. Desiree, how you feeling?
Tiring.
You feeling worked out?
My arms hurt.
So we did 5 reps of each exercise. So all of the workouts that we just did, all of the exercise moves that we just did, we did 5 of each. So adding those all together equals 1 set. So every exercise is called a rep. When you do a bunch of different reps, it's put into what is called a set. So we just did 5 reps of how many workouts did we do, Desiree? Do you know how many exercises we did? We did 2 for every part of the body. So how many is that? Do you know? We did 2 legs, 2 abs, 2 arms, and 1 plank.
What's 7?
So we did 7. And how many did we do of each?
5.
So we did 5 reps of 7 different exercises. So that's 1 set. So now if we wanted to challenge ourselves, we would do more than 1 set. So we would start at the beginning all the way back to when we started on legs, and we would do a whole nother set of all those same things. And each exercise would be 5. We would do 5 of each again.
Okay.
Make sense, Desiree?
Yeah.
So we're going to pretend like we did 3 sets of 5. So we did 5 reps of each exercise, and we did all of that 5 times. That equals up to be a lot of exercise. You can do as many sets as you feel comfortable with, but I'm going to encourage you to do at least 2 or 3. And you can change it and increase the rep. You can increase to 10 reps and do 7 different exercise moves, so you're doing 10 of each. Right, Desiree?
Yep.
All right, step 3 is stretching. Stretching is equally as important as the warm-up and the actual workout part. You can do it for 10 minutes, just like you did the warm-up for 10 minutes.
Wow.
So now we're going to show you a couple of different stretches. It's important to stretch the muscles that you used, and since we worked on all the muscles, we're going to stretch each muscle. So to start off our stretching, we're going to start by stretching our legs. So our first stretch is going to be reaching down to try and touch our toes. We're keeping our legs straight, and we should feel this in our hamstrings. Do you know where your hamstrings are, Desiree? Right there. Hamstrings. Back here. You should feel that. Now slowly lift your body back up. Take a deep breath. Okay, now face forward. Now we're going to stretch out one leg to the left. Further. There you go. Yep, lean to that side.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Other side.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Now lift up one leg to your back. The goal of this is to try and touch your foot to your bum. Don't lean forward. Now this takes some real balance. The way to balance is to plant your feet wide and have your toes facing as forward as you can. This is a good way for you to learn some balance.
3, 4, 5.
Now, of course, there's a lot of stretches out there. You can stretch your body in a million different ways. I'm just showing you a few. We're going to do some arm circles. We're going to do 5 forward,
Yeah.
And then we're going to do 5 back. Perfect. Now we're going to do another arm one. When you do this, your arm needs to be straight out like that. And do the other arm. Good job. Perfect. All right. All right, guys. So that was it. It was a shortened version. I hope you can try some of these exercises at home. Just remember to include a warm-up and a stretch at the end. And consistency is important. So if you want to stay active, try doing these workouts more than once a week. You can look up other workouts on Google, on Pinterest if you have that. And I'm also happy to post some resources of workouts below. Thank you guys for watching. Again, I miss you all so much. I hope you guys are enjoying your time off.
A long time
Have a
off.
great rest of your night. Bye, guys.